Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is going to be from KC Whisperworks this time because it's definitely an art-related video. I think I posted the video about the bead loom already, but the beads that I ordered, they're the Miyuki Delicas, and forgive me if I'm saying those incorrectly. Miyuki Delica. Anyway, I ordered one of those, multiple color packs, right? I think it was $31 and change. It was less than 35, but over 30. So I looked at the amount of each color and it said 5 grams. And, I tried to visualize 5 grams. I did not do such a good job. Y'all, beads are not cheap. This is why beadwork is hard to come by at a reasonable price. That's 5 grams of the Delicas. So there you go. So I did get a really good selection, and the colors, I will say, are absolutely beautiful. From what I can tell, they are super, super uniform, just as stated, as advertised, as everyone always says. They are really, really pretty. So am I kind of glad that I splurged a little bit for them? I am. Because I don't really splurge a whole lot on art supplies, but when I do, I'm usually pretty passionate about it, and I know that I am going to use the beads. So I'm just, yeah. So here's all the beads. They're really pretty. There's a lot of them. I wish there were more in each little bag. So just kind of a warning video, I guess. So that is, I believe, all the colors. Oh no, I got a few more. It's really pink. It's about the color of my shirt. So I actually have not even put the bead loom together yet. I don't know, maybe I'll keep that in this video, make it a long one. Sometimes I'm trying to do shorts, and then sometimes I just have too much that I kind of want to cover in a video. So yeah, this is going to be one of those longer ones, it's looking like. I think I will go ahead and put the bead loom together on camera too. In the meantime, I have been making a graph paper for my bracelet size. This one, it's just been kicking around. I think it probably came like out of a gumball or something. I don't even know how about this came into the possession of myself. Jared's been wearing it just as, I think he wore it for part of his Halloween costume or something. He had 2 different costumes. So anyway, I did some calculations on if I were to make a bracelet exactly this size with the, double snaps. Because I'm thinking, since it's just an old yucky bracelet, I believe it might be leather or some type. I don't know. I don't know. But my plan is to, I've got these grids that I've been working on. This was the first set. This was the first size I was thinking of. But I have since changed my mind. So onto graph paper 2. I'm going to do that same thing as before, but I did get the actual measurements and grid them out. And then each one of these little squares on this grid paper is roughly 4 by 4 Delicas. So it's roughly 16 Delicas per tiny little square. And when I did the math, this guy, if I beaded it completely, this entire leather, pretty much, it would come out to about 2,320 beads. I have no idea how many are in this little bag, so I'm going to do some research about that. I'm sure a few other people have probably guesstimated how many beads are in a 5 gram pack of Delicas. That being said, that's what I'm working on. Jared requested a goat bracelet. So I thought, I love to make things for people, and I would love to make him a bracelet. So Jared's goat bracelet is going to be my first bead loom project in quite a long time. We're talking years. So I'm pretty excited about that. The next thing I want to talk about is the string that I got was not at all what I had in my mind. And I looked at my order again, and sure enough, I definitely ordered this nylon stretchy stuff, but it will work for a lot of stuff, and I happen to have some already in my stash, so I know exactly what it's gonna be like. I'm gonna try the 1mm which is basically the exact size of this guy. So I'm probably going to try this 0.5 millimeter, which is this one is a 0.5 millimeter. And looks like it's basically kind of like white clearish, perfect. I do want it, I just want this first project to be kind of sort of simple, but then when I'm starting to graph it all out, I probably look like a lunatic. So anyway, I'm sure there are other bead loom artists out there that have to map all their stuff out, and I guess that's part of the process that I really enjoy. I can see how this would be overwhelming for some people, and they would just be like, I'm never doing this craft ever. But I am apparently a glutton for punishment. So here we are on my next work in progress. I have made some strides on my blanket, and I'm going to update you all on that in just a second. Let me grab it. Once again, I don't have any plan for these videos when I start them, so I probably should try to fix that in the future. But here is the little blanket that I turned into a purse instead. And it holds my yarn, extra yarn that I've been taking to and from work. Still haven't figured out what I'm going to do with it, but you know, when the inspiration strikes. So it's perfect. The only thing that I'm not done working on it yet is the actual handle. That was just my watercolor palette. So anyway, it's fine. It's totally fine. I drop stuff all the time. Here's the handle, which is still attached to this guy because I'm still working on it, but it's pretty darn close to the original color. I did run out of that pretty purple that I just happened to have. I got it at a thrift store or something for like $2. It was a total bargain, but good luck ever trying to match it. So this was a good, pretty decent match. And it's going to serve probably just as my yarn bag now. And then hopefully maybe I can fit my beading supplies in here too for work. So that's what I've been up to. That's what I've been working on. Yeah. So maybe combining the two into something else. I'm not sure about that yet. I had looked at some like people that add beads to their crochet projects and things, but not quite the same as, you know, these tiny little seed beads that I'm going to be working on. It's definitely going to be more, I think, for a bracelet for myself. Obviously, I'm going to make Jared Goat bracelet. And then, I don't know, maybe there'll be someone in my life that wants one, and they'll have a special event coming up, and maybe they'll get one. So anyway, I think that's all for now. I did show you all my little beading kit. I love it. It's cute. I am going to get off here now and continue to make some graph paper, and that way I'll have some sheets to play with. And I'll show you my designs in my next video. And I'll also show you my next video, me actually attempting to put the bead loom together. Because I think even a beginner could do it. It's just a step-by-step process. And I think people could get too overwhelmed, and you just have to think about it in small steps, and then it's really not that bad. If you have the patience for it, you can totally do it. So stay tuned. The next couple of videos will probably have some bead stuff in them. And that's all I got for tonight. I hope you have a great evening. And if it's not great, I hope tomorrow is better.